This is the resulting chart, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete it, and we'll go through the process again.
So one person will make it and then invite everyone else in the group, and then they all get asked, like, right?
One person will make it and invite everyone else in the group. Exactly, exactly. But you're going to have some time to do that in class today, so you just sit together. Right, right. Okay, so I've taken that chart, the practice one, and I've shoved it to the side. What I'm going to do now is show you how to make a chart using Google Docs. Highlight. You need to highlight the names as well as the categories and the data. Okay? Then we should have a choice here for Insert Chart. Follow that? So, highlight all the data. Columns and categories and data. Insert Chart. You have a few choices when you get into create the chart here. You can choose whichever one you think is appropriate. Some of them get pretty kooky. If you look at that, this is going to be really hard to figure out. You need to pick a chart style that's appropriate for your data. Okay? Make sense? If you pick a pie graph, you're going to have all the names over here, and then these slices. It's going to be tough to figure out. For this assignment, I think we're best off with bar graphs. Okay? So, we can change whether you want the categories on the bottom or the names on the bottom by choosing group data by rows or columns. When I click here, it immediately turns it over here in the kind of viewfinder here on the right. So that puts the names at the bottom. Or we could look at these people in comparison to those different topic areas. This puts the topic area at the bottom. I want you to talk in your wiki group about which way you want to look at it. You can look at the data by person, and in that case we'll find the person's weaknesses and strongest and strengths more quickly. Or you can look at this data in terms of category. Which categories were predominantly the most difficult for the entire group. Okay? So you have to make that choice. Over here, put in a title. Alright? So this one's going to be something like Peer Critique QUE. Right? You can also name the axes vertical and horizontal if you want. I'm not asking you to do that. You can also throw all the categories in the opposite direction. Put them this way. So when you've figured out the way you want it to look, save chart, and it pulls the chart up right here. Okay? And now you probably have an idea of where this is going, right? Now you know what we're going to do? Okay. Publish chart. When you click Publish Chart, you'll get this. Now you know what we do with that, right?
And on this?
Onto the ePortfolio?
Oh.
Yes. When we get to portfolio discussions, this chart is going right into your portfolio discussion of Critique 1. Okay? This is the chart that you'll use. And you get the URL right here. It also makes it dynamic. So if you go back and you start changing those, you can update your chart without having to go through the whole process again. Okay?
So when you paste that, will it be a link to this, or will it be the actual picture?
It'll be the actual picture.
Oh, okay.
But we can revise it later on.
Okay.
Get another link and paste it in. It's not too tough to put in a new chart if things change later on. So, highlight this. Control copy. Okay? Now, we've got, let's open up another tab. Okay. I would be able to spell Google correctly, right? Especially while I'm on video. Okay, so we go to More, Sites, and you remember this, right? Go to ePortfolio. We have a portfolio discussion. Critique 1, you'll have a link to the Critique 1 subpage, and here we'll also have a link to the Critique 2 subpage, because we'll have another critique at the end of the course. So we'll go into Critique 1, and here we go. We'll edit. Where is the edit? How can I edit? I'm already in edit. This should be able to scroll down. I don't know why it's not. There we go. I've already done this. Okay. So,